Is dead after a Halloween night shooting in the PRP neighborhood, and residents are now speaking out. Thanks for joining us here at 6:30. I'm Alex Dieterer. LMPD believes the victim of last night's shooting is 17 years old. Officers say the shooting happened around 3 this morning in the 4100 block of Flintlock Drive. That's along Dixie Highway in the PRP neighborhood. Right now, LMPD doesn't know what led up to the shooting, but the homicide unit is investigating. A man who lives nearby and heard the shooting, who did ask to remain anonymous, says that the victim is believed to have not been involved in any activities that could be connected to the shooting.
No, they were just saying that he was, the one friend kept screaming, he ain't got no ops, which ops means enemies. And he just kept screaming it, kept saying it, like wanting everybody to know he ain't have no ops, he didn't have no enemies, man, he was cool with everybody. I guess he was freaking out, wondering right away how could that happen to that kid or something, because he said he didn't bother nobody.
Information or video of the incident is asked to call LMPD's anonymous tip line. That number is 574-LMPD. LMPD is also investigating after finding a man with a gunshot wound in the Taylorberry neighborhood. Officers say just before 11 last night, they were called to a motor vehicle crash on Euclid Avenue. Officers found a car that had hit a tree and a man inside the car with a gunshot wound. He was taken to U of L Hospital with life-threatening injuries. LMPD says a scene was located near the crash, and detectives are currently investigating what led up to the shooting. LMPD is also investigating 2 other non-fatal shootings that took place over the Halloween night in the metro. LMPD says reports of the first shooting came in just before 11 Friday evening. Police were called to U of L Health Mary and Elizabeth Hospital on a report of a shooting victim. Their medical staff and security informed them that an adult male suffering from a non-fatal gunshot wound had been brought in by private means. And then just after 7 this morning, officers were called out to reports of a shooting in the Jacobs neighborhood off Berry Boulevard, not far from Churchill Downs. There, officers found an adult male suffering from a gunshot wound. The victim was taken to U of L Hospital and is expected to survive. Right now, there are no known suspects in either of these shootings, so if you have any information about any of these cases, you're encouraged to call 574-LMPD. A mother has now pleaded guilty in the drowning death of her child, which happened back in January. Amber Winstead pleaded guilty to manslaughter Friday. On January 1st of this year, LMPD responded to a motel on Airport Hotel Boulevard. Inside one of the rooms, they found a baby believed to be 3 months old who had drowned in a bathtub. Winstead reportedly admitted to taking a bath with the child after using narcotics, and another person woke her up hours later, but the baby had already drowned. According to court documents, she now faces up to 7 years in prison. Just as nearly 42 million Americans were expecting to lose their SNAP benefits, a federal judge in Rhode Island has ordered the Trump administration to continue funding the program. The judge says suspending the SNAP program would likely cause irreparable harm, citing the terror felt by Americans who are scrambling to meet their basic nutritional needs. Late Friday, President Trump said he's instructed government attorneys to ask the judge, quote, how we can legally fund SNAP as soon as possible. It will be my honor to provide the funding, end quote. Meanwhile, SNAP users nationwide are asking themselves how the cuts will impact their daily lives.
It's what feeds me. And if I don't have that, I don't eat.
In the meantime, Democrats are demanding Republicans work with them to extend Obamacare subsidies. But President Trump and members of the GOP say they won't negotiate until the government is reopened. Well, to run through the Louisville Zoo today, but with a cause to help Louisvillians struggling. Today, SNAP benefits have not been issued due to the government shutdown, leaving thousands of people in our area in need. WHAS11's Clarice Shaley is live out at the zoo right now. And Clarice, where are they currently accepting donations?
Hey Alex, right at the entrance of the Louisville Zoo, we've got a nice tent set up where they're accepting donations for Dare to Care. We started out with 18 boxes. Now we're well over that. A lot of donations have come in here recently of items, non-perishable items to help out people in need. We actually just got a few extra boxes to fill, but at one moment we were afraid we didn't have enough boxes. But there was also another race earlier today where they were also accepting donations for Dare to Care to help out those people in need who are struggling with this HALT and SNAP benefits. We actually talked to one person who came in to donate today.
I would hope that if I was ever in a situation where someone who didn't know me but knew that there were people who needed help, were in a way to help me, that they would do that even if they don't know me.
We've also, as we've been here, we've also seen people who have just driven up, not even going to the race, but are here to still donate to Dare to Care. We actually were here as well when someone gave a $50 check to be donated to Dare to Care. You can also continue to make donations to Dare to Care online. Live at the zoo, Clarice Shaley, WHAS11 on your side. Alex?
All right, thank you, Clarice. Former Kentucky Governor Martha Lane Collins has died at the age of 88. Born in Baghdad, Kentucky, Collins served as the state's governor for 4 years. Former Kentucky Governor Martha Lane Collins has died at the age of 88.
You do solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Kentucky so long as you continue a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully execute to the best of your ability the office of governor according to law.
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
December 13th, 1983, Collins became the first and only woman elected governor of Kentucky. The Democratic governor held the seat until 1987, during a time when Kentucky governors were limited to single terms. Education and economic development were the focuses of her administration. Her most prominent legacy is the Toyota assembly plant in Georgetown. She also worked for years to overhaul the state's public education system. Governor Andy Beshear announced her death on social media, calling her a powerhouse. Here's Collins the day of Beshear's inauguration in 2019.
This is a wonderful day.
Senator Mitch McConnell shared his condolences to Collins' family, calling the former governor a tireless advocate for all levels of education and as a woman known for breaking barriers, remembered by many as a proud Kentuckian.
If you haven't been to Kentucky, and if you haven't seen the Kentucky Derby, then you haven't been anywhere and you haven't seen anything.
Collins leaves behind her husband, Bill, and 2 children.